full screen
1080p,
recording.
but you're recording all the three
Yo,
participants, right?
this already started live stream, okay?
It's fine. Who will watch?
Yeah, I will go on
It's
the
your-
link and see if it is there.
Yo.
Yes, I can hear myself also.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Very nice.
Okay, we have the stream up and running.
This is a backup stuff, so this is like which means you are
No,
यहाँ
this
से
is
तो
not
उठा ही लेंगे.
backup. This is for CSI. to
Arey,
watch.
हाँ,
will be
but
there
JSK
only
is
na.
saying कि the entire meet will be there anyways.
Okay, let me stop share and let's see what goes, how it happens. Okay, hi Brinda. I see you
Hi,
on the
Misha.
YouTube. I'm watching
Brinda will now
YouTube
head
too.
bob. Brinda will
Huh?
now head bob. Head bob.
Yeah, it is displaying all video participants also by default on the stream.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool.
हाँ.
तो GSK तू record कर रहा है उससे, मैं इससे record कर रहा हूँ Zoom से all video participants.
अमीशा
Samvid record
एक
करेगा
बार
only
check
Palash.
पलाश मीटिंग रूम में तो नहीं है.
Yeah, so I made Man and everyone co-host so they all can see. GSK also I will make co-host.
Okay, so we'll be on Discord now. I will join Discord also. Wait.
So guys,
GSK एक बार recording करके check कर ले. हो रही है ना मतलब OBS पे. Do I start recording on Zoom?
No, wait for Palash to come by.
Brinda, I mean not Brinda, Amisha, were you able to set up the 1080p recording thing?
no, I mean no, it didn't show anything. I mean I clicked whatever that was shown, but I didn't see the standard HD.
Do one thing. Record on OBS or something internally also, and record on
Okay.
Zoom as well. Only Palash wala thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll record the video only. I don't need the audio file. I record on Zoom also, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'll record on Zoom and GSK is recording all video participants on OBS.
Yeah, cool. I'm recording Palash.
Okay, and stream is going on. I'll send link once we start recording. Okay.
You can send right now also. It's okay. I can just watch. I don't know.
Sure.
Arey bhai, I was mute. Okay, so I'm recording only that like not all video participants. पूरा gallery view आ रहा है. उसके अंदर सारे speakers हैं.
अभी उस पे
including
right click कर और लिख दे hide non video participants.
hide non. Okay, fine. That's done. Yep. Yeah. I will mute myself on यहाँ पे. Okay, ऊपर लिखा आ रहा है good sense in Purana is talking. Okay. When you do non-video participants वाला. Okay, fine. So let us go. पलाश को भेज दिया ना like.
Yeah, Palash said he'll come 10 to 15 minutes late.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Palash
What do we
have a
do
Mac?
now?
Does he have a Mac? I want to know if he has a Mac because then that'll be very, very easy. Or can we ask Palash if he has OBS?
Means
Or-
fine भाई चलेगा.
Do anything. If he has
We
a
should-
Mac, then it will be very easy because
We should
he
make
can
kind of
just
a
use-
script which sets up everything on the host PC. Just have to double click and then it sets up recording, video, audio, everything.
Yeah, we should do that.
ये GSK क्या है?
It reminds me of that thing with Math Cent, right?
What?
What's happening? Oh my god.
Me watching her argue with a man on the phone about her wealth.
No, GS case is more accurate.
Yeah.
Why the crying emojis all the time?
Who?
You and Rahul.
Bro,
Rahul.
it's like the new laughing emoji. The laughing emoji is
Yeah,
cringe
I
now.
get it, but like overused.
Yeah, I'll start recording now and I'll just like, turn everything off on my laptop. Okay.
No,
Or
don't
should I wait for
start
Palash to
now.
join?
Yeah, wait for Palash to join. Is it? You didn't send link, no, Abhi?
No, I didn't send the link. Oh, wait, no. The Zoom link is sent to him, I guess.
No, YouTube link you didn't send to CSI people, no?
Do you want to send it to
Manan
see?
is,
Oh shit, I'm supposed to be using AirPods, yeah?
Manan is joining.
Ah.
Manan is joining.
Okay,
Am I supposed
I
to be
need to
using
pee.
AirPods?
Yeah, just go
Yeah,
quickly. Yeah, Misha, you too. It'll be like an hour or two before you get the chance again. Please.
where's this option to show only video participants?
Go to gallery mode. Once in gallery mode, right click on the participant tiles and say hide non-video participants.
Okay. Okay, cool. Are we streaming it privately on YouTube?
It is on my
A
account, but
channel.
nobody is subscribed to my
Okay, your
account.
account. Okay,
Yeah.
then cool.
Yeah. वो लिंक भेज दिया ना मैंने उधर CND पे. Yeah.
देख ले भेज दिया.
भेजिए.
Yes, hello friends. How are you all doing today?
Nothing, I'm still sick.
Remember to clap before starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, clap as loud as you can. And not this. जोर से.
Yeah, like that.
That
Keep
was
your
nice.
sweater थोड़ा down and while clapping ना. Yeah. Now. My what is this? Wow. Okay. स्कूल में हैप्पी बर्थडे वाले टाइम में क्लैप्स किए क्या? इन लोगों ने नहीं किए ना दुबई वालों ने.
Wow! Yeah, actually, our teachers used to tell us to do this instead. It was.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. See? These guys have not had an Indian upbringing.
Wait, I can't hear anyone.
yes.
Hello. Can you hear us now, Anisha? Wait, she can't hear us. Palash ke time
Oh, I heard GSK. I heard GSK.
Hi.
Can you hear
Yeah,
us
now
now?
Yeah, everything's on my right now. For some reason.
Welcome to
Check your-
AirPods Live.
Check your audio settings.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, AirPods तो नहीं like die तो नहीं कर जाएंगे.
Yeah, now I can't hear
Video.
GSK.
Can
Do they have sufficient battery?
Yeah, it's 100%.
Okay, and your phone.
Okay.
Like, keep a power
Oh,
bank
so
or
much
something nearby your phone, because when it's recording, like phones use a lot of processing power too. They might die.
iPhone 12, bro.
No, iPhone 12, I get it, but while recording, it's like phones use a lot of processing.
Mhm.
Brenda is back.
How would you guys react if I tell that I don't have a power bank?
How much is your
Nobody,
power
I have a power bank, but then I haven't used it since ages.
It's fine. I don't have a power bank. Like my mama has one.
I mean,
don't.
phones are better now. They
I
can
had a One Direction power bank,
go 1.5
which I got
days
for
later.
free, and then I lost it.
Burn it.
From whom?
Oh, I won a competition, so yeah. They gave me all One Direction merch. Like I got a One Direction USB power bank, One Direction earphones.
When was this?
When I was in 5th grade, I was not a One Direction, and I learned about One Direction through them. So yeah, through that much. But yeah, I started listening to their music through that.
Okay, sing us something.
No.
I
Why?
had Ariana Grande's much.
Why
Previously.
didn't I ever
Yeah,
have
okay.
any merch?
Shit.
Wait, what
Last
happened to my
second.
connection? The hell?
Yeah. Okay.
Palash is not here, Abhi. Don't worry.
Hmm.
Should I not use my AirPods?
I mean, if you have earphones, then it's better because AirPods, if they lose, like as you could see, that would drop connection in between. So if you have wired earphones, then those are much better.
I don't have wired earphones.
Wired headphones.
F. What is this,
No.
Amisha?
No, she can't wear headphones.
Yeah. I've only used Bluetooth.
Don't
All
tell me
my
your
life.
laptop doesn't have a headphone jack.
I mean, laptop,
does.
obviously,
Checking,
it
bro.
does.
She doesn't know.
Dude, I
Why
don't
did you
use
check?
wired. I don't use wired earphones. I don't even have one. Yeah. Do I? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so wait, there is one catch though. Like I'll record everything on OBS, but I have Windows 11 on my laptop. So if it crashes, so I'll so, just let me back in and I'll start recording again. Okay, don't worry.
Yeah,
This is
once
just a
Palash
backup one.
enters. Yeah, once Palash enters, I'll disable waiting.
GSK, the thing is, your thing is main because that is recording 1080p.
No,
This Zoom meeting-
Amisha, when Palash enters, don't disable recording room because the link is on CSI Studio ka group, right? So if anybody joins, then our video thing will get.
I'll tell
Yes.
everyone not to join.
Yeah, no, don't disable waiting room. Na. Keep waiting room on only. Somewhere that Manan
Yeah.
also have the co-host powers, na. So they let me in.
Guys, we are still streaming on YouTube.
Are people
YouTube.
watching?
Yeah, there are 4 people watching.
They comment or something. They like stream में कुछ कर रहे हैं कि नहीं?
Dude, how did Ritvik get?
I
It's in
didn't know.
CNB.
Manan
Even
put it on
Saurash is-
CNB. Yeah,
No, why?
It's about them.
watching. That's the whole point.
It's
Bitch about
whole
I
CSI
didn't
watching.
think shit. I didn't even know.
I'll say it publicly too. Fuck board. Ritvik सुन रहे हैं? Okay. I do not care.
No, there's only 4 people watching, so I think it's just the 4 of us. Oh, people over here. I think they just
not-
joined and left.
I haven't joined. Like I haven't opened the link, so it's someone else.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Ritvik replied.
What did
he
you
say?
think about it? Did he say fuck board something? What did he say?
He's like, ha ha ha. Even Saurash is replying. Oh fuck. Even Shubham replied. He's like GSK Maki Chu.
GG.
Gang. Bro.
Imagine if you started bitching about someone and they were watching the stream. That would have been epic.
Why
Who
do you
would
think
you
about
bitch
that
about?
somewhat? Yeah, who would
Huh?
you bitch about? Who do you
Who
have
I
to
mean,
bitch
anyone.
about?
Anyone.
Okay,
Doesn't
Samvat.
matter.
We'll bitch about you after Daman trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Aman,
That
You can
trip
do that,
isn't
man.
happening only.
shut up. Okay, you guys.
Shut the
I
hell-
will manifest that Daman trip will happen. I will
Why
clap your-
is you
Bro,
like
I know
GSK?
2 people who are
Brinda
who don't want to
smiling.
go anyways right now.
Okay, Caddy's backed out because of Omicron.
Yeah.
Her
Really?
reason is valid. Yeah, she told yesterday. But her reason is valid now because her mom can't get vaccinated, and her brother
What?
is below 15. Her mom is like she has a chronic illness.
Oh, okay.
Something.
No, Ritvik, I didn't smile. Brinda smiled.
What? When?
Read the YouTube comments.
I'm not. I
Lol.
don't want to open it.
He said, smile if you like GSK. Sorry, GSK, we like you as friends. Oh
I'll
my god.
pass. Okay, hard pass, both of you.
That's very rude, GSK. I'm offended.
Different tastes. I'm smiling so hard, Rahul. Rahul, you.
It's 2:22. So when he joins, we're gonna ask him to try with Erwin, right? Or no?
I have no
I
clue.
say we should. I say we should leave it. We should leave it. वैसे.
Okay.
It'll be too much of an hassle, or like if it doesn't set up, तो उसका आते ही mood खराब हो जाएगा. I don't know. He must be busy with something. That's why he's not joining अभी.
Probably.
और वो भी I don't know नहाने क्या होगा. जब उसे Gauri calls and he's like, oh fuck, I forgot. रुको नहा के आता हूँ.
Maybe he's in the office. So like, I don't think तब वो नहाने जाएगा.
Maybe he's setting the background up to like diet logo in the background, something like that. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
Diet low in the background.
Dude, my ears hurt from AirPods. Or wait, maybe it's because my
You have
volume
AirPods
is at
Pro.
69. Yeah, it's AirPods Pro. Gang.
So, like,
Whatever.
वो भी comfortable नहीं है तो then what's the point?
I don't think there's a diet office.
That's the whole point. That's part of our script also, Misha.
झोपड़े में बैठ के थोड़ी ना कंपनी चला रहे हैं. Misha, what?
It's in Bangalore.
Yeah, that's what I told.
Huh?
I told Panda.
Who said this? Acha, oh, in the chat they said there's no diet office.
I don't think there is diet office as far as I know.
There is in Bangalore, I think.
Okay.
Or they're setting it up. I don't know. That's
I
what
was
Gauri
told by
said.
people that there is not. But yeah, okay.
Guys, we've been live streaming since
Okay.
I lost track. Pero someone play that Panda song.
You shouldn't be streaming a Panda song when
I'm listening to it right now. Oh yeah, I'm hitting the chorus. I'm gonna hit. Yo.
Okay. Do you think it's gonna happen?
All the best,
today?
Dave. For what though?
I think it will happen only like it would be like if Palash says कि, oh sorry I can't join right now, then देखते हैं. At least we figured out recording stuff. Okay.
Sorry, I was jamming to Panda. Bro, that song is actually pretty fire.
It's so old.
Yeah, but that's when it hits more, right? Because you listen to it and then you realize, oh shit, it's that old.
Yeah, memories with the song.
Exactly. You know what? I'm not using AirPods. Okay, AirPods.
What will you use then?
Laptop speaker.
No, no laptop speaker, because the phone audio will have the laptop speaker audio then.
Oh fuck. I go back to AirPods.
Suffer for 2 hours.
Bro,
That's what you get for paying $250 for a pair of earphones.
I didn't pay. I got it for free.
How?
Don't
With your phone,
flex.
right? With your phone, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
No, not with phone.
then
My brother got the AirPad. No, iPad Pro or something. I
but
don't know.
with
You get
iPad and all, don't you get the basic ones free?
He got the iPad
I don't
Pro.
know. I got the AirPods Pro, so
He lives in Dubai, so that's an upgrade, I guess.
wow.
In India, if you
India,
buy a
you get
Mac,
the normal
you
ones.
get the
Same.
normal ones.
Wait, I have heard like Brinda's old laptop. Did you guys hear
What
that?
is Pallu?
No,
There is
no,
one.
no. That's construction in my like,
Acha, okay.
society.
What?
Amisha is asking what pallu is.
No, I
Okay.
know what sari pallu is, but Ritvik is like, where is pallu?
Why is
We consider
Pallu
why
it
means
is
different
Gauri
Palash.
charges and
sending us a
mallus.
Palash.
screenshot?
Palash has
Palash
to
is
join
sending-
us.
He's
Guys,
joining
what
now,
if he's in the
Gauri
waiting
just
room all
texted.
this while? What if he's in the
No.
waiting room all this while?
Palash sent a screenshot of his phone.
Maybe
Yeah,
to show how busy he is or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh shit. Do
He'll
we?
join. Check waiting room. Keep checking waiting room though.
Okay, wait, he's joining now.
Yeah,
Okay,
Oh
Baki
should I-
fuck.
Gauri sent
Guys,
you.
it's
Should I-
happening. It is happening.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna go put my phone on the tripod.
Samvid, GSK,
Yeah. Yes.
do we start
yes, Samir.
recording now? Or
No,
Yes.
he didn't join now.
Yeah, when he's in the
mean-
waiting room, we start recording. Then you let him.
okay.
Wait, so do we just start with, wait, Brinda, do we start with, hi Palash, it's great to have you
How
here.
are you? Like, start
Okay,
with
so we're
this.
not doing that pre-Palash thing.
No, we'll do that afterwards, baad mein.
Okay. 1 second.
Yeah. Fix your phones.
Yeah. But he hasn't come in the waiting room yet, right?
He'll come right away. Like, start recording. Abhi. Like, keep it there. When Palash comes in the waiting room, press the record button, come back to your seat, and then let him in.
Okay. Fine with me.
Samvid, were you able to you check now that you can pin one person? I think you
Yep, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay, guys, it is happening. Woo! Who actually owns digital assets? Why am I reading the news?
So keep your phone there at the place. And when Palash enters the waiting room, press record, sit back, and then we'll let him in.
Okay. So when he
Don't
joins,
forget to clap.
you guys introduce yourself and stuff. And then after that, I will tell.
And try to
You
keep
may-
it as casual as you can. Like we want like a candid conversation, obviously. Right? That's it.
Yes, don't be too stiff. Drink water. Have you kept water side में पीने के लिए?
Oh no.
Keep it. Definitely keep it. Keep it.
Yeah.
Like you'll need it.
All this is being recorded.
Nice.
I think Amisha's room looks very long.
I think
Yeah.
uska, like that one portion of it where her shoes are, I think shoes and football is, that is thoda extended from the square. That's why that portion is long.
Okay, so
Is-
I have
is
not
that a
started
bazooka?
recording on my phone. So I will get
No, you
up
don't have to.
once he comes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then start.
Yeah. Amisha, don't fall again. Don't fall again.
we
Sit in
weren't
the center of the
recording
frame.
then,
You're
no?
on the
I
side.
am just sad that we didn't get to record that.
भाई मैं बोल रहा था कर ले रिकॉर्ड मैं बोल रहा था अरे भाई
Right.
क्या-
Don't worry, guys. I got it all covered.
Did Palash come? No.
not yet
Nope.
Okay.
Then you also get pani na?
Oh, it's
Yes,
fine. I
yes.
have.
Wasafi. Wait. I mean, no, that's Arabic. English. It's very nice water, my friends. I'm bored. Oh, Palash, enter the meeting group.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I'll start recording. Go and press recording वहाँ पे अपना phone पे recording on करते जाओ. Yeah, and
Okay.
जब बैठोगे press clap thrice. Okay, clap
Okay.
thrice.
Also, guys, after 20 minutes, can you put it in the chat box and like we will take a break to check if the phones are still recording. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I am starting recording now.
Yes.
My phone also started.
Started.
Okay. Sit down. Amisha, sit down and clap.
Yeah.
Now, both of you clap at the same time.
Okay.
1,
No way.
2. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, fuck it. We'll see it. We'll see to it now.
Okay, someone
Okay,
enter.
I'm muting myself. And I'll let him in. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Palash.
Hi, Palash. Oh, Palash, you're muted.
On mute. Yeah.
Hi. You made me install Zoom.
Sorry.
That's nice. You should be aware of the competition, no?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
So-
so shall we begin?
Okay, so I think
Yeah,
first,
just
just let you know, I guess, that I'm Brinda and this is
I'm
Amisha.
Amisha.
hi, Kalash.
Hi,
Yeah.
Palash.
Hi.
Okay.
Just give me a minute. I'll turn off the notification.
Okay.
Yeah, hi.
So how's your day been? I hope we're not taking you away from too much work.
No, not really. We had holidays actually, but something broke in production and then
Oh,
we
no.
called everyone. That's why I had to reschedule me like half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, hi.
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 So all of you are, I've never seen any one of you. Are all of
Yeah,
you
we are in the current
Yeah.
junior core. So,
junior,
Yeah.
second year.
I mean, technically we are in our second year and we have to recruit the next juniors. So technically senior core, but we don't have anybody under us right now.
Ah.
So yeah,
Wait, what do you mean you don't have? There was no recruitment this bad time?
it's gonna happen like in a month, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
So wait, you guys haven't like actually been to college ever, right?
no.
Touchy topic, but no.
Hopefully on 17th, we go to college.
Yeah.
Okay, what, this 17th of January?
Jan 17th.
Yeah.
We've been
But-
called.
Oh,
The situation isn't looking too great.
yeah, they'll probably postpone it. I don't think you guys
No,
are,
no, do not say it.
No.
Don't say
I don't
it.
think you're ever going to college, okay?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we
Okay,
can
you're not
begin then.
missing out on much. Like, that's fine.
I see.
But
Okay,
at least
oh.
like, we should go once more to see how colleges function in general. Like everybody's
yeah.
been to
I've
college.
never been there once as well, right? Not even once, right?
No.
Yeah. You could do that experience for 6 months. Yeah, sure. But yeah, CSI was like always the escape. Like college was underwhelming, but CSI was always like the escape for me as well. Yeah.
Mm. Well, hopefully we get to experience it in person soon.
Yep.
All right, so we'll
Let's
begin then.
start.
Yeah, sure. Love. Just let me know like what is the format and like how we're gonna go about it and.
Okay,
Yeah.
Before that, Palash, is it possible for you? I mean, we want to record in like the highest possible quality because we'll be posting it on our socials, right? is it possible for you to install Irwin, like use your phone as a webcam?
Is this not fine? Or
It is fine actually. We just want the highest possible quality. That's it. Like it's always better through your phone, right? Is it possible for you? Only if it's possible for you, or else it's fine. This is also fine. It works.
let me install the app. Like,
Okay.
The link is there in the chat, Zoom chat.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, cool name for the podcast.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Okay.
Okay. I can see like 2 videos right now.
Is this better?
I think if you change the orientation of your phone, it will also become landscape.
Yeah. Oh no, is your like the
Screen
rotation lock?
rotation.
Does this work? I don't want it like.
Yeah.
Wait, let me position it. Otherwise, it will become like a nose cam.
Yeah, if you want, you can position it higher so that you're like
That's what I'm doing.
like up. Yeah, maybe stack up some books.
Yeah. I think this
Nice
should be.
t-shirt. Looney
Yeah,
Tunes.
nice t-shirt.
Yeah, this should be fine.
Yeah, this works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. This one.
Nice.
Is this better? Like the quality?
It's way better. It's way better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, just give me a walkthrough of how this is going to be.
Yeah. So it's just
Okay,
gonna be
so, yeah.
us talking to you. We're just gonna ask
We'll be
you.
asking you certain questions and you can answer those.
Yeah. And it'll be just a casual conversation kind of a situation.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Also, towards the end, we would be having a rapid fire round and you just have
And
to answer those questions in 1 or 2 words.
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So now we're just going to pretend like we didn't have this whole setup going through. And I'm going to pretend like you
Yeah,
tried
do
to
I have to
call
like
for the
introduce
question.
myself formally and all that?
Yeah, we will. I mean, but we'll let you know when you have to do that.
I
Yeah.
mean, this is like a casual conversation, right? We want to keep it as
Okay.
real as possible. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dressed up
but-
casually only.
Yes. Okay, then. So I'll start. Hi, Palash. It's great to have you here with us. How's life? We've heard that you recently shifted to Bangalore. How has the Bangalore weather been treating you?
Who told you I shifted to Bangalore? By the way? Hi, I'm Palash, and yeah, nice to meet all of you. Bangalore weather is always good, and so is the traffic. Yeah, but yeah, I don't go out of the house, so that traffic is manageable.
Some plus points of the pandemic, I guess.
Yeah. Pandemic has been like amazing for me. I shouldn't say this, but yeah.
Where are you originally from? Like if you just shifted to Bangalore?
I'm from Rajasthan, like a small town in Rajasthan. near Jodhpur. You might know Jodhpur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for our viewers who don't know who you are, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, where you work, which is Diet, and what exactly you do?
Sure. So, as most of your viewers, I'm a VIT graduate, like a VIT student. I came to VIT at 2016. I'm a 2020 graduate, and yeah, I was part of CSI. And like after college, I did not sit for placements. More like I was not allowed to sit for placements. I had like couple of arrears. I'll just say couple. I will not say the exact number, but yeah. So after leaving campus, I applied. So I was always interested in security, and after leaving campus, I applied for a security company called CloudSec, and I did internship there, and then I joined there full time. And midway during the pandemic, everybody was using video calls, and we were using video calls all the time. And so two of my friends, also from CSI, Abhishek and Kushagra, they were seniors. So we came together and started Diet. We'll talk about Diet like in detail more, but essentially we are a video audio SDK provider. So if you've heard about Twilio and Agora, in the same space, we provide APIs for developers to integrate audio video in your own apps. So November of 2020, we started that. And yeah, it's been a ride, and yeah, that's about it.
Well, we think what you've done with Diet is really impressive. And for those of you who don't know, Diet gave the highest CTC out of all the companies in VIT in the year 2021 during the placements.
Yeah, that was a lot of publicity for us, unwanted publicity, if I could say. All the colleges started reaching out and hire from our college. Yeah.
So,
But yeah, we selected about 5 people from VIT. A couple of them from CSI, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, for our viewers who aren't that well acquainted with the placement process because they may be freshers, so could you tell us like what a CTC is and how the placement thing works a bit?
So CTC is basically cost to the company, the total amount we as a company, by hiring someone, how much we do give to someone. So it includes all kinds of compensation, cash, stocks, and other bonuses as well. So for example, the 75 figure that has been like floating around, most of it was stocks, or ESOPs. So stocks are like of two types. If you're in a publicly traded company, you'll get RSUs, and in a startup, you'll get like a ESOP, employee stock options. So yeah, most of it was ESOPs, and then there'll be like a bonus, and then there'll be a base cash component. Yeah. So the way placement works in VIT is, do you want me to talk about like the bureaucratic process of how we like approach VIT and all of that, or just like how we hired from VIT?
Anything you'd like to tell us?
Yeah. So again, we knew we wanted few people from VIT, and VIT always had like a good talent tech pool. So when we applied, yeah, and we were always sure that we would want to like take placements from the super dream category. And so we opened up the forms, and about I think 1,000+ people applied, and we were about like 10-15 people. And so I think we went for like a 2-step process, like a formal yeah. So we developed challenges in different languages and framework. So there was like a mobile challenge, there's a full stack challenge, and we asked people to submit. We gave it, I'm not sure how much time did we give, but yeah, so that helped us filter down the list by like 10%. So only about 10% people went to the next round, and then we took personal interviews. Again, for a couple of people, we had to take multiple interviews. But yeah, so all of this was done in a very short span of time. After the challenge, like the whole hiring was completed in like a couple of days. Yeah.
That's actually pretty impressive. Do you find it a bit ironic on, how you earlier told us that you didn't sit for placements and now you're giving the highest CTC?
Yeah, it is. It is. So this particular rule where students who have arrears, like standing arrears, like active arrears, are not allowed to sit, did not make a sense to me. So even the other co-founder, Abhishek, he has always been like a academically well-doing kid. He like a 9 CGPA plus, but just before the placement seasons, like the semester before that, he got a F in some of the subject, and yeah, he missed out on all the good companies. So I don't think that is fair. But yeah, I do appreciate, like I acknowledge the irony in it. Yeah.
So how does it feel in general to offer the highest CTC to the college you graduated from? Because it's a big achievement, right? Like as soon as you graduated from there, you give the highest CTC the next year for placements.
Yeah, I don't know what to feel about it, but kind of mixed feelings, because I honestly did not want to announce it's like a huge number and get all the unwanted media attention. But yeah, it does feel good to like go back into the college and from the other side and offer jobs to everyone. Yeah,
that's great.
So,
and the fact that it has only like took me like a year just adds to it. I'm not too much change in 1 year for me. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you tell us a bit about your journey with Diet? Like, how did the idea pop up in your head? How did you guys decide to go ahead with it? And how did you convert the idea into reality?
Sure. So let me introduce like my co-founders first, then I'll like talk about the story. So there's Kushagra and there's Abhishek. Both of them are 2018 graduates, and they were both like tech VPs at that time at CSI. So when I joined in, these guys were like the board, the CSI board at that time, and they always mentored me and guided me. And we've been working together since my first year. So the year I joined CSI, like I think the recruitment's completed in January. Abhishek reached out to me and said, I'm working on a startup when I was in my first year, and would you like to work with me? So in the first couple of months of joining itself, me, Abhishek, Kushagra started working on a home automation IoT company. We all stayed back at Abhishek's house in Faridabad for the whole summer vacation, like a month and a half. And we developed, it never like came to market, and we could not find anything about it, like a USP, if you could say. So all us being software developers, IoT was not like our home ground. So we shelled off that project, but the fact that is we have been working together ever since. So there was this app again in college. Again, not sure. It's called VIT. VIT. You might have VIT Go at this time, right? Is there like a student app allowing you to see all the schedules and attendance and?
I mean, we ended up using this app provided by VIT itself called VIT.
Yeah, so back in the day, we didn't have an app, and so me and Kushagra were working on like we had our own third party, like we made our own third party app that scraped VIT's portal and gave you all that information. So yeah, just like highlighting the fact that we've been always working together. So, and Abhishek always every other month he comes to me with like this new idea. And yeah, so most of them very uninteresting. But so in the middle of the pandemic, we're all working from home and all sitting in the video calls all day. And we come across this company. It's a virtual events provider, and it recently raised a lot of money. And then we were like, all three of us were just browsing the website and going through the product. And we were like, we can build a better version of this in a month. And so that's what we started with. We started with building a virtual events, something like Zadal, Airmeet, if you're, I wouldn't name the exact company, but yeah. So the way we started this was, we always had in mind that we have to build the core video stack on our own, because we love building, like solving hard technical problems. So, and videos, like owning that video stack for us was very important in maintaining that control over quality and performance. So day one, we started out like just building the media engine. And like a month into it, we had like a working video call sort of product. Okay, but it was always intended to become like a live streaming one-to-end product, something like Airmeet Radar. But then we had, so I think we were taking a few investor calls, and we were doing like market research, and Abhishek had this idea of plugins. So video calls were becoming, all of us were having our official jobs on the side. So we were all attending video calls all day, okay? And that was becoming monotonous. So we thought we could add plugins to it and add interactivity within the video call. So instead of what our usual workflow of a video call was, that someone would start a call and share screen immediately, and basically everybody would just see the screen. So we thought this could be improved. Instead of just one person sharing a screen, taking a note, or writing code and everybody seeing, we could improve this experience by making it collaborative, having the app come inside the video call itself, everything from Figma to like a code editor to a whiteboard within the video call. So that is what we started building then. And like just a month into our development, we submitted our Y Combinator application. And at that time, we had like barely a POC, a very basic page of a video call, but with the idea of plugins there, like in there. So our applications of YC application was all about plugins, about adding interactivity and becoming the Zoom for India, rather than becoming like a SDK provider, but like a Zoom for India with this added interactivity. And we got into YC, and that kickstarted a lot of things. So before that, we were just like 4 kids trying to build something, and suddenly now we're funded. And Y Combinator, if you're not aware, is the biggest accelerator for early stage startups. So that basically made this project into a company. Okay, so Y Combinator was amazing. And if had there not been COVID, so Y Combinator, usually the program involves all the founders flying to the Bay Area in their offices, and they run a cohort where they teach you about how to tackle like the basic, everything about running a startup and help. So everybody, all of us, not like every company got assigned a mentor. And for us it was Michael Siebel. He was the co-founder of Twitch. So he had worked in the video domain and had experience about this. And so he was the perfect mentor for us. So yeah, midway through YC, we launched Diet as a video calling product like Zoom. And what the funny thing that happened was, we opened an invite on our website for our plugin SDK. So our whole idea was about adding interactivity to an application, to the video calling application. So we built an SDK for the plugins. Okay. But in that plugin SDK form, we got a lot of inbound interest for the core video product. And that is when we started realizing and researching the SDK market. And we realized all the competitors out there, we could improve on them like tenfold, the developer experience. And so immediately we saw a big market there. Okay, this is something that we can do very easily, and improve on the experience of integrating video on our own app. So what happened was those companies who contacted us through the contact form, during the first call itself, we said we had an SDK ready. And all of these companies, so some of these companies were like 100 million plus company. So in our mind, what the cycle was that they'll come back, like they'll take a month and evaluate and everything. But what happened was they said, like, in the same day itself, let's get started today. And we were basically a product by then. So me, Abhishek, Kushagar, Rishit, and till that time, Rohan has also joined. So we all five like sat together for a hackathon weekend, and rather like a Friday night. So the next 48 hours, none of us slept, and basically ported that Zoo product into like a SDK that developers could integrate on their own app. So yeah, within the span of 2 days, we became like an SDK player, and that's like the origins of Diet.
So that's pretty impressive, actually. And since Diet was founded when we were still reeling in from a pandemic, what do you think Diet had in its working that separated Diet from just any other pandemic startup?
Okay, so since the pandemic, the video, every application like sort of had like a video boom. All the edtech providers started scaling up because there are no schools and classes, and health, like doctors, and that all moved to telehealth. So the industry as a whole got a very big push. And so for us, the market was like ready for something like this. And when we saw the existing implementation out there, they were very hard to get it right. So basically, if I just talk about what is special about Diet right now, is the developer experience, the integration experience. If you take any of our competitor, and you'll realize that they are very low level, they are granular. Like you'll have to configure stuff as what network bitrate to set and what video codec to set. As an application developer, I shouldn't like ever have to deal with it. Like all these lower level parameters. It is fine if you're building another video calling application, but for 90% of the cases, a good defaults set configuration would work. So that's what we did. We provided APIs that are not very low level, but yet customizable. And so developers can basically, we have seen companies go live like from in like couple of days into production with our SDK, versus I can guarantee you say that like a competitor integration would take at least like a month or a couple of weeks to get started. So yeah, that is what was our USP, the whole developer experience, and how we took the pain away from them and basically abstracted all the complex network and media handling.
Okay, so I think before we move forward, our video team wants to come in and fix something.
Fix something.
Samvid.
There's no problem actually. Palash, are you using your back camera or your front camera? Because like
I'm using my front camera.
Okay, is it possible for you to switch to back camera?
It is.
On your phone, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I mean, like, we just want to make sure everything is fine.
Yeah. Well, it'll be weird, like looking into the back camera.
Okay.
No, I'll just give me a second.
Then Amisha, you and I will also check if our phones are still recording.
Yeah, I will just do that right now. Yeah, it has been recording for the past 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, can you let this other account of mine?
Yes.
Is this better?
Yep. Thanks, Palash.
Okay.
Okay. So do we get back to it?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you guys want to take a break, you can, like, water break or whatever it is. Yeah.
Brinda,
will
I think you
continue.
can continue.
Okay, yeah. So you spoke a lot about your time at VIT and how you interacted with your seniors to make products and projects. So what do you think about the tech environment at VIT itself? Like, do you think the class, like, did attending classes help at all, or just the environment in VIT in general, did it help you become the person you are in terms of the technology aspect?
Okay, so yeah, obviously VIT made me the who I am right now, but I wouldn't contribute, like I wouldn't put the, like I wouldn't acknowledge the academic side of it, because the academic side of it didn't help me at all. I did not attend classes, so I used to keep my attendance bare minimum. And yeah, even in the last semester, when I mentioned my areas, most of it was just not attending classes. And so, yeah, but like the whole student culture and all the tech chapters, the hackathons, the projects, all that aspect of VIT is amazing. That basically, I think, is even better than certain IITs out there. And basically, yeah. So all these, I'm not sure. Again, you don't have seniors yet, right? Like a senior batch.
We have a board right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. So again, all of their understandings and their learnings and the whole, I basically learned a lot from Kushagra throughout college as well. And yeah. So, and hackathons, I used to love hackathons in my second year, third year. And that, again, I'm not of the same opinion right now, but yeah, definitely at that time, they helped me a lot. Just quickly bootstrapping a product from an idea to like an actual product in 48 hours. Yeah.
I think we all can relate with the whole seniors giving us advice, because even with our situation right now, even after not meeting any of them, we are still learning every day something or the other from our seniors, our board and our ex-board. So that's actually, I think it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, this kind of collaborative learning from your own peers is what makes VIT special, because there's a lot of students and you'll find students with all different kinds of skills and aptitudes, and yeah, that helps a lot.
Yeah, so do you have any college stories that you would like to share for the audience who have been stuck at home for the past 2 years?
Okay, what kind of stories?
It can be anything.
So I'll tell you a story about like Rishit and me. And so Rishit, for all of you who don't know, is probably a senior of you, another CSI. So when he was in first year and we were at board, we started, again, being the hacker mindset people we are. We started reverse, and then at that time VIT released their this official application. Okay, and so again we started reverse engineering it and trying to look at what kind of routes there are and what kind of what is happening under the scene, under the hood, basically. And Rishit quickly, like I think he just started debugging, and within a span of like a day, he found some routes that gave like access to a lot of student details. And the next thing he knows, he gets a call from SDC. And because he was again using his own account and not using anybody else's VTOP password, so the next day he gets a call from SDC. And so these people, they're very vigilant about some access in their system. So he gets called into the office, and he's a first year student, and then he's being confronted with this, that did you do this, and were you messing around with these? And after like denying initially, he finally agreed to it. And then the director walks in, and then I think they were able to give him some sort of punishment or something, but then he realized he's a first year student. And then he realizes he's a first year ECE student. Okay, he's not even a CS student. Which was Rishit, I think, switched streams, or maybe, I don't know, but initially he was in ECE. So for them, the fact that a first year ECE student was reverse engineering this app and being able to hack, so, yeah, that was fun. So they in fact called him again to do a security analysis of the app. I have a lot of stories around that. I'm not sure if I took Rishit's story because that's official and like there's no, and but my stories are usually they'll take my degree back.
I mean, you could tell us about the fun times also that you had.
Yeah, but some people from our core, they also wanted to know about your exploits within the VIT system, if you wanted to share. Or if
yes, I've always been like someone who sees everything from like a security viewpoint. Okay, so every computer, every website, every service I interact with, my mind usually goes into like what is happening in the hood and how can I exploit this. So yeah, every system, and again, in a lot of corporate and university environments, security is not top notch. Everything from the Wi-Fi security to the cameras, and again, not want to dig too much into detail, but yeah. So every system I approached, I tried to do something with it. Whether or not I got into it is not for public forum. But apart from that, I left. Like I was living, everybody has to live in the hostel for the first year. But then after first year, again, after not getting like a good CGPA, of course, I had to move out. So for the next 3 years, I was living outside. And yeah, that aspect of it was fun.
Unless you can actually say as anything you want to, you can edit it out. If you don't want to, you want us to
it's
keep
not
it
live
on
stream.
video.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell you. So I was living outside, okay, and we had Hathway as the internet provider. And so for the final SEM project, like the capstone project, my project was just hacking into Hathway. So here's how the final, like the review goes. Like, okay, I'm presenting my screen and I'm showing all the vulnerabilities in this router box. And the teacher says, what can you do with it? And then I show him he was also connected to a Hathway instance. So I SSH into his router, okay. And basically live, at that point, I was able to access every Hathway router in the country. Like they had like a backdoor in it. So either the manufacturer put a backdoor or the ISP put a backdoor. Someone put a backdoor in it, and yeah, you were able to connect it to it. And if you about router security, if someone able to get in, they're able to read your traffic, at least analyze the patterns, what sites you're visiting, and if there are like HTTP sites, they can modify content and do a lot of damage. So yeah, that teacher, like at the end of the review, like asked me to promise not to switch from a security domain. Yeah, that was fun.
Well, that's actually pretty great. I mean, imagine if somebody has access to all of that information and they use it for the bad things. So yeah, having people who's that talented in cybersecurity is actually a great thing.
Yeah, cybersecurity, that is why even if I was allowed to sit for placements, I would not have sit for placements. I know, again, the fact that I was not allowed to, I can't. Anyway, so yeah, but there are only few security companies in India that are actually good, and CloudSec is one of them.
Actually, okay.
Yeah, I know CloudSec is your sponsors in a lot of events.
Yeah. We did a workshop with them as well.
Yeah, I know what happened in that workshop as well. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Shah Rukh was demoing something, and he accidentally demoed a vulnerability in front of everybody, and nobody realized it. And so I think Shah Rukh initially saw that like the bug, and like tried to see what all you could get from that, and did not see anything sensitive. But then there was a lot of sensitive data on it. Yeah, I'm aware of the whole story.
Yeah. So, coming to like you as a person, why don't you tell us some of your hobbies and things you like to do in your free time?
Coming back to me, I love traveling, and since this pandemic, I've been traveling constantly, and basically half of the diet development has been done from the mountains. I've been working from home. What I usually do is like pick a spot, like one particular destination, and stay there for a month and just work from there. So yeah, in this pandemic itself, I've been traveling for about 8 to 9 months in total, different cities and different mountains. Yeah.
Which is like one of the favorite places that you traveled to recently?
Bir is my favorite. So Bir in Himachal Pradesh, it's like a small town. It's a paragliding town. So people usually come there for a day and paraglide and leave. But yeah, so I've stayed there for 3 months, and in fact I enrolled in a paragliding school and learned to paraglide, and so that was really fun.
Yeah, I think paragliding is there in almost everyone's bucket list of things that they want to do. So GSK wanted to know if you have suffered any injuries from doing or taking one of these activities.
So I personally haven't suffered anything large, but a couple of friends of mine got multiple fractures. And so the difficulty in paragliding is all about like landing and taking off. Like the flight is, there's mostly nothing that could go wrong during a flight. And if it goes wrong, you're basically, there's no recovery mid-flight. But what happens during takeoff is sometimes the winds are very strong and they pull you into the trees, and sometimes you're not able to get the appropriate amount of lift. And but yeah, so takeoff is still okay. Landing is where it's very difficult. So you have to look for wind directions. You can't land, you have to land against the wind. So if you land if you're trying to land in the same direction as the wind direction, your speed will double. Like it'll increase, the wind will add to your speed. So you have to land against the wind direction. And the whole process of circling around, like you have to pick a spot that I have to land here, and then basically circle around and try to approach it from one particular direction. So that is really hard. And every other time you never make a perfect landing. Either you go into like the fields or crash into like a tree. But usually all of these times have been like, I haven't gotten any injury. One time I crashed into like a steel barricade, but yeah.
Well, where have you paraglided from, Billing or Dopi?
Sorry, yeah, Billing. We used to go to Billing and then just paraglide from there.
Well, that's great. And do you want to?
You go ahead.
Okay. So, well, okay. What have you enjoyed the most from starting your own company?
Okay, so I started this company because I really wanted to tackle really hard problems, and I wanted to get into like a research R&D kind of domain. But that is not how it has turned out to be. I'm doing front end work now. And yeah, so, but what I enjoy is the kind of personal growth it has given to me. Before this, I was like a developer working in a security company. And now the kind of exposure I got, like the kind of people I'm meeting and the kind of experience, like honestly running diet, because all of us are relatively young and inexperienced, has just been like a repeated loop of making mistakes and learning from it and growing from it. So yeah, you could just say that the last 1 year has been like a lot of accelerated learning adventures.
Actually, do you have any advice to share for the listeners? Like we all know a bit
Starting
about
from-
Palash of today, but what we would like to ask more about is the Palash of 10 years ago. Like it's a notoriously popular question for interviewers to ask, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? But where was Palash Gulecha 10 years ago? And was that Palash accurate in predicting the future?
So I never envisioned myself to like running my own company, and because again, that is not something that I always wanted. But security, for example, is something that I've always wanted, like from early childhood. Like the first time I got into programming, I explored the security side of it as well. Yeah, so that was there, and I also, if I'm not talking about 10 years, but like a 5 year, talking about how I approach things in college. I always cared about learning versus getting good grades. So not sometimes, all the times prioritized actually developing something, making something, learning something versus doing quizzes or projects. I know that advice wouldn't work for everyone because I ended up leaving VIT with like a less than 7 CGPA. And that usually means you don't sit for top placements and you don't sit for, and yeah, and that kind of advice wouldn't work for everyone. But for me, I always knew that what kind of job I wanted to do and what kind of skills I wanted to learn, and I always concentrated on that. So yeah, even in college, I was freelancing and working in all different sort of projects. There was CSI, there was Rover X, yeah, and every single time I prioritized these over academic learning.
So how did you get started with tech? Like, did it start before college or during college?
No, it started before college. So in 8th grade or 9th grade, I started learning PHP. And again, that was not part of any curriculum, but I was living in a residential hostel and there was nothing else to be honest. And so I picked up a few books and we got restrictive access to some computers, and I used to like study for a week, and then I used to get access to a computer on a weekend and then try to code on it. So, and then very early I got into security. So I think I was in 9th grade or like at the end of the 9th grade, I started exploring the security of my school website. And yeah, I got into it, and like I got access to the school databases and everything in 9th grade. So that kickstarted like the adrenaline rush that I received there, kickstarted my security like experiences and learning.
That's actually
So I always approached a lot of technologies from a security perspective. Like I learned web development so I could exploit web apps. I learned web development so I could exploit apps. And the thing about security is you need to be a developer first. And once you know the system very well and you know how developers would have coded this thing, only then you could break it.
So have you Do you used to play CTFs during your college time, or do you still play it if you play?
Yeah, I mean, if you see my Twitter bio, it says CTF player, but it's been a while. It's been a while, and I honestly miss it. And but throughout college, not throughout college, but the last couple of years, the last 2 years of college, I used to play CTF every weekend. So it was me and another friend of mine, Ashish, and we were just two people, and we still did like very well in the, at least in the Indian rankings. And yeah, so CTF was something that, again, taking that whole accelerated learning hackathon concept into security.
Yeah, actually, CSI has their own CTF
Yeah.
team called CSI.
Yeah,
CTF.
I play with CSI CTF. Again, I haven't played in the last couple of months, but at least like 6 months back, I used to play with them some random weekend.
Yeah, we've been a bit dormant, especially because we've had the final season going on, and I think the last CTF that we played was about 2 months back.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, that's something I plan to continue again next year. Like find some time for myself on the weekends, and so that I can continue playing CTS. I
Which
really
format?
enjoy them.
Yeah. Which format do you usually play? The Jeopardy style or?
Again, I like
attack
both,
and defense.
but attack and defense events are usually not like don't happen frequently. There's about like 5-6 events a year, whereas Jeopardy is like every year. How beginners can get started. So I'll talk about CTF. Like I'll give everyone like an intro to CTF. CTF are basically capture the flag challenges, and where you're given either web apps or applications and asked to break in. You have to exploit that service, get like a secret text from it, the flag, and submit. So it's a team-based game format where like usually it's 24 hours or 48 hours, and everybody's given a bunch of challenges, and you're competing against teams like worldwide and hacking into services, and we basically getting to experience a lot of real world production applications and how they work, and trying to see how you can exploit them. So for beginners to get into this, I think the best way is there's this website called CTF Time, which is basically a calendar for all the upcoming CTFs. So just pick any CTF and try to like go through it. And again, I would always encourage people to approach security from like a programmer's perspective. So if you want to get into security, if you want to get into, so first learn programming first. Yeah.
So, like, let's say a complete noob in programming everything approaches you and tells, I want to become a cybersecurity expert, or like, I want to work in the field of cybersecurity. How would your roadmap for that person be? Like, start with web dev, learn JavaScript, or like, how would you make a roadmap for them?
Okay, so there are a bunch of things in security. For example, common exploit patterns and something that has nothing to do with your programming skills, but just general like knowledge about how. Okay, so first step for everyone is to not get into programming, but know exactly what is happening under the hood. So if it's a web application, how does, when I enter google.com, what exactly happens? Like what are the different components in it, and what technologies they use, what protocols they are. Understanding what is happening under the hood is very important. And then part of it is understanding the actual logic that might reside in the backend. And so that's where the development experience comes from. But it's all about, so normally any app that you interact with, any web app you interact with, there's a lot of black boxes. There's a lot of that you as a user are not aware of. So security is just understanding what all boxes there are and understanding how they work. And what, again, I do not encourage anyone to go into that tools route where you, if you have seen those workshops where there's like a Excel 24-hour workshop, or where they teach you how to use a bunch of tools and teach you about. So that is not the route that I would recommend anyone to take, because anybody could use tools, but if you really want to get into this field professionally, you would need to understand like the ins and outs of all systems.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the reasons why so many of us play CTFs to actually learn the thing. But like with that time crunch, I think most of us use a couple of tools. Like I've personally used John the Ripper quite.
No. So I'm not against using the tools, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, do not learn just to use those tools,
Mm.
but also learn what is happening under the hood.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Brenda, do you want to take?
So we see that you're pretty technologically oriented, but I guess with Diet, you would have to venture into the management side of things as well as an executive. So is that something you like, or how you dealt with it?
Yeah, it's been tough. I'll be honest. I was never really into managing people and managing projects, and that is something I still struggle with. But yeah, I've been exploring this side of me, and I wouldn't say I don't like it, but again, I think I still believe that the core of me is like a tech person, and yeah.
Is
So
it
still
possible?
at Diet, a lot of like the actual management is done by Kushagra and Abhishek. So Abhishek leads like the product side of it, and Kushagra leads the tech side of it. Yeah. And yeah, I've been taking up responsibilities, but it's been a slow journey. Yeah.
So there are so many ideas and projects that come up in people's minds, and they try to take it forward. But a lot of time, like most of the times, they don't turn into actuality. So what do you think differentiates Diet from all the other projects? Like why did Diet work out?
So there are a couple of factors, but yeah, definitely agree that making a project versus making an actual company are two entirely different things. Okay. First of all, you need is a very good team, and you can't do it alone. You can build a code together, an application or alone, but you can't build a business around it. You can build a company around it. So that is where like Abhishek like helped a lot. And again, so our core team was again all from CSL. Rishit joined in like pre-Y Combinator, and then Rohan was I think the second person. And yeah, so having like a very strong team around is very important. And uh, second is basically understanding all the. So when you're concentrated on when you make a product, when you make an app or like a project, uh, versus when you make a company, you have to think about a lot of different, especially the business side of things, and who are you selling it to, and what product do you want to build, and what will be the product market fit for it. And again, not an expert here, but yeah. So one other thing that I would like to add is a lot of people, they lose out like hope quickly, they give up, and which is where again having a team and a support system helps. So yeah, for Diet it was like a very quick journey. We got from like a product, like a project, into like an actual funded company in a month. So yeah, that is there.
Nisha?
Okay. So Ashley, Brenda, and I, we are pretty close, and we've been having a few ideas, but once we actually think about the idea becoming a practical, like when we try to convert that idea into reality, we sometimes realize that these ideas could have been thought of and implemented by big companies, but they haven't done that. So do you think there is a reason, like, do you think it's worth venturing forward with that idea?
Yeah, it is definitely. So if you even think about diet, we are 25 people right now, okay? But for the majority of it, we are less than 15 people. And so if we, like a bunch of college kids and like a 15-member team could build out something, why can't like our global multi-billion-dollar competitors, they can just hire like a small team to explore this side of the product. Okay, let's explore, something that is very easy to integrate versus which is very configurable. So that's the way it works. Like big companies they have a market and they have a product and they are very slow moving. And it's just not about that. Sometimes the market is like big enough for multiple players and everybody has their own niche they can address. And what usually happens when you're starting out is you always look for like one big idea that nobody has, and which never is the case. Nobody has that like one great idea, the next Facebook idea. It's usually looking at a problem and trying to solve for it. There might be solutions for it, but even if you could like incrementally improve on the competition, you will find like a product and you'll find like a space for your company.
Right. So I think that because every time we talked about it, we thought, this must have been thought about by those big companies. Why have they not implemented it? And yeah, I think that sort of thought just kept coming up over us all the time.
Yeah, like for example, Diet provides plugins, right? So why wouldn't someone like Zoom come up with a similar idea and implement it?
Yeah, so Zoom in fact did. Zoom, after our YC application, like midway through it, they announced Z apps, and which is basically the same thing. And they've done it on a scale that we can't even think about it, partnering with tens of hundreds of companies and making. So we can't compete with that, agreed. But what I'm saying is, okay, first addressing the Zoom thing. Zoom is an SDK. Zoom is a app versus we are an SDK. So not entirely our competition, but you could say the same thing about Agora. Why can't Agora launch plugins? Why can't Agora do like, easy to use APIs? They can, and they will try to venture in that direction. But the thing is, they already have them being a company with a like a product that already works. They will not try to make another product that cannibalizes on their own product. And so it's a difference between a small startup picking up one aspect and doing it well versus like a company having hundreds of products and yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I think we can slowly approach the rapid fire.
Yeah, what exactly is that?
So we'll just ask you a couple of questions and you have to either give a really short answer or a one-word answer. That kind of a situation.
Okay. I have a feeling I wouldn't do too well in that. Yeah.
They'd be fairly easy. So I guess let's start.
Sure.
Are you
Okay.
ready? That was your first
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Okay.
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 So the first question is PC or Mac?
PC, but I'm using a Mac right now, but again PC. Maybe like Intel or AMD will come up with like better efficient processors. That's something that competes with M1, but PC.
Windows or Linux?
Linux any day.
Android or iOS?
iOS for now.
Have you ever gotten into trouble with red tag unloss?
Oh no. Sadly no.
Would you have given up starting a company if you were placed in FANG? Or
It's
now that
Mang
it's Mac?
now. Yeah.
Not at all. Like I don't, for me, FANG is, I wouldn't take a FANG job at all. Like I would take, so working in like okay, can I explain and not
Yeah.
stick to
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, all these big corporations, that is one thing that I always had in mind, even when I was like at the end of the fourth year, when we were all thinking about what to do next, because you're always a very small cog in the wheel, and your contributions don't make a lot of impact. So at least early in the game, early in the like your career, you would want to move to like a high velocity company versus
What do you actually mean by high velocity company?
so something that is not comfortable, something that is like moving. Okay, so when you say the difference between a FANG versus like a startup, it's the speed at which we move. So I'll tell you about something. So if a large customer of ours requests a feature, okay, we'll do it in a week or we'll do it in a day, versus like a corporate environment where they'll raise a ticket and there'll be like it'll be planned for Q4, like the whole, yeah, the and in all not just FANG, but any company where there are like thousands of people, you end up doing something inconsequential. Again, not like I'm giving a generalized statement, but for most of the people, yes.
What is the one thing that you hated about VIT?
Oh, VIT, the professors, definitely.
Okay. One thing you loved about VIT?
CSI.
Oh, do you miss being employed rather than being an employer?
A bit, because there's a lot of stress in this job, but yeah, I would like happily be where I am right now versus going back to job like a traditional 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Are you interested in gaming?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So are your Indian parents still satisfied and proud of you, or does Sharma ji ka beta ki comparison still exist?
They never existed, but yeah, my parents have always been proud of me. Even when I got into even when I got into VIT and not like a right.
That's actually pretty cool.
So what are your guilty pleasures? What do you like to do to relax?
I'm a beer. I love beer, and that's why I love Bangalore. There's a lot of breweries here.
What is your biggest weakness professionally that you're working on?
Communication skills.
Okay. Your biggest strength as an executive that separates you from everybody else?
The ability to like deep down into a problem rather than like approaching every single thing into like with a very detailed oriented mind.
A spot in Bangalore that you would recommend all of us to go and visit?
Right. Again, I've just moved into Bangalore. I can't say I know all these spots in Bangalore, but Toyota is something that I frequented during college as well.
Okay. One tech domain that you hated and never liked working on?
Crypto, blockchain, Web3.
Oh, Web3 is all over Twitter,
Yeah,
right?
and I hate it. I personally hate it. I still don't get it.
Centralized web.
I don't get it.
Development or competitive coding?
Sorry, can you move?
Development or competitive coding?
I've not been a strong competitive coder, so development, but I do get the benefits of both.
Okay. What's one song that you're listening to on repeat right now?
I don't know, something by Kendrick or Radiohead.
Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show?
Yeah.
Well, I think it was Breaking Bad.
Oh, I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan.
Have you ever watched Better Call Saul?
I was actually watching it. I watched it with my mom.
I'll just pop in and say yes, it is the best show ever.
I'm halfway
Yeah.
through.
Even Better Call
Better
Saul
Call
is
Saul.
amazing.
Jimmy is so good. Okay. Alright.
Dark mode or light mode?
Dark mode, dark. No questions.
Yeah. There are some people over here who prefer light mode. I do not understand how, but yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So not all of the apps optimize for it correctly. Like text is not legible, the contrast. But if they do it properly, then yeah, dark mode.
Well, I guess we are coming to an end. Unless Brinda, do you have any more?
No, I don't.
That's fine.
Okay, so I think with this we've come to the end of our talk. I wish we could continue talking, as it has been so nice to get to know you and understand your journey, which might I add is a pretty impressive and fascinating one.
So
Thank
we
you for that.
hope we
Thank you
can.
for hosting me.
Yeah.
It was fun
So we-
talking to all of you. Sorry to interrupt again.
No, it's okay. You go ahead. We'll edit this out.
We can do that again if you guys want to.
Oh yeah. Let's do it again.
Okay.
No.
Or anything at all. You guys want to ask a question again and you want Palash to answer, or if Palash wants to answer something again, put it
Yeah.
better, you can do that as well. Anything, or like, you guys want to add anything new, or like if any other person wants to ask the question, Palash can answer
Yeah.
it and the host will ask the question
Ask
later, and then so that we can edit it out.
Yeah, so
Anything
one
works.
suggestion.
We can literally do anything.
The question about how beginners can approach CTF, that was never asked by the host. So like, can you just ask that once? And then
Oh
we'll
yeah.
put,
Okay.
yeah.
Misha, do you want to ask? Go ahead.
Yeah. So Palash, how would you recommend beginners to get started with CTFs?
Did we not answer this
We
question?
did. So
Yeah.
We talked about cybersecurity.
I
not
mean,
No,
you
no,
don't need to
he
answer it again.
answered.
The thing is,
She
you read.
just wants it to put it in the
Okay.
video. But she
Yeah.
didn't ask the
Yeah.
question.
Okay, ask me again, I'll answer.
No, you don't need to
No,
answer.
she'll
the
just
thing.
ask the question. That's it. You
Yeah.
already
Okay.
answered it, right? Because you
Okay,
saw
okay.
it in the chat and then you answered.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
So Palash, how would you recommend a beginner to get started with CTFs?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Do we record that ending? We can.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So with this, we have come to the end of our talk, and I wish we could continue talking because it was great to get to know you and your whole journey and you as a person. And your whole journey with diet has been pretty impressive and a fascinating one.
Yeah, thank you for hosting me. It was fun talking to you all and revisiting all the college memories and CSI memories.
Yeah, so we hope we can do this again sometime soon, maybe. Thank you for
Okay.
taking the time out of your very busy schedule and entertaining us.
Yeah,
Do
but
you have any? Yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
No,
do you
go
have
on.
any? Okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Do I have what?
I was gonna ask if you have any. Do you have any special words, or do you have anything to say to CSI? Any piece of advice for us juniors?
No, I've been seeing CSI like grow after my batch, and honestly, it is amazing. The kind of, especially your design teams and all, yeah.
Two of
Like
them are
always-
here right now, actually.
Okay, who? Samvin and
Gursai.
GSK. Gursai heads.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I think from the batch, like it was all CSI design has always been good, but especially from the batch after ours, where Ayush Bishnoi and all of this were there. Not sure if you know about them. Yeah, so CSI design is amazing, and the tech, like every aspect of CSI was amazing. That was the only thing that got me through college, and yeah, so just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll do good.
Well, we hope we didn't bore you, and we hope you had fun. And hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll see you at DevSpace.
Yeah.
Will you have like an in-person event this time?
We are actually
Hopefully.
not sure.
Yeah,
Probably not,
sure.
because I think college is not opening for freshers, so we'll have to do kind of an online event.
or we
Yeah,
can do
Or
a
a hybrid
hybrid.
event.
Or
Freshers
hybrid
are your-
event, probably.
Freshers are your like target market.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody attends conferences after first year.
Bhai, we need to do door to door now. Pressures are not there.
Yeah, one of the reasons I moved out was because I did not have to door to door because I
Oh,
could not
God.
enter into hostel.
That's actually pretty smart.
But I think now you can always say that doing door to door is not COVID friendly.
We could say that. Or what if you could do it in the same floor as you are?
What about desk duties? Have you ever like desk duties are also
Everything has been completely online.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done anything offline, so
We sit in the Discord server, if that's the same thing.
yeah.
Memories are screenshots. That's it.
Yeah,
send memes to each other on the
exactly. We make memes out of each other. I'm pretty sure out of this live stream, Brenda and I
Yeah.
are going to
Oh,
have
yes.
stickers made.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We will send you your stickers after this
Yeah.
meet.
Well, I guess this is it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for hosting me. Bye.
Bye, Palash.
Bye.
Bye.
Loved your t-shirt, Palash. Seriously.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, man.
Okay.
Oops. Yep, he's left.
Bro,
Okay,
let's
guys.
go.
You can
Let's
stop
go.
recording and stop
Very
streaming.
nice.
No,
I'll
no,
stop,
not
I'll stop.
not stop recording. We still have to do the intro and outro.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
man,
guys
a
can do
nice
that.
keyboard though. I saw.
Bro,
And
like,
nice puri chole, bhai. Puri chole mast.
it was not this latest bread. I had it. Okay. The focus thing was on the video icon and clicked enter by mistake on the keyboard.
Bro, my mobile recorded a 46-minute video.
Wait, let me also check. Imagine if it didn't record.
Bro,
Oh my
Ash-
god.
Bro,
No,
Ashika
no, no,
just
no, please
messaged
don't do that.
saying,
Wait, mine
Ashika
is
just
okay.
messaged saying you can record and diet.
Thanks.
So point is ke abhi na like the OBS wala which I am doing, that can't be major source of recording because I had to open the script again, message Amisha and Vrinda in between, ask this question or whatever. So
It's
Yeah.
okay. We can use beach ka whatever it is we want to.
Okay, do I end
Oh no,
stream now?
guys, the whole thing recorded. Let's go.
Why were you like, oh no, guys?
Let's
like,
go.
I said,
What?
Like-
What?
mine is, why is mine 1 hour 15 minutes?
I mean,
Okay.
you might have started it. It's
I
okay.
understand.
You guys
You did it
clapped,
twice, right?
right?
What? What?
You made two clips, right? When
Yeah,
we
I
first
have
made a
two
check.
clips. Yeah.
Yeah, she has
Yeah.
two clips. Okay.
I have
Okay,
25
now
minutes.
guys, let's quickly do the intro and outro and get it over with now.
Yes.
Manan, you recorded. I recorded Palashka thing, so I stopped recording.
Yeah, my recording is still going on. I'm just asking, do I end the stream or do I let it run?
That
I
is
mean-
your
रहने दे,
choice.
चलती
But
रहने दे,
No
चलती
choice.
रहने दे भाई.
Okay.
उनके और memes बनेंगे.
No!
Yeah.
But dude,
Okay.
Palash was so nice though.
Yeah, and he talked a lot also, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could have actually extended it a bit longer, maybe.
Yeah, I wanted to. I was like, we could ask more questions, but then
Yeah.
we reached rapid fire. But I felt like it was
He
inappropriate.
liked the, I think he liked the rapid fire. He was smiling.
Yeah, he liked it. He liked it.
I
Wait,
improvised.
didn't
I asked.
record.
Bro,
I asked
we
places
asked
to
him.
hang
We
out
asked
in
him.
Bangalore.
And he said, "No, instead of places to hang out in Bangalore, we asked him his hobby. He said beer. Bro,
That was epic.
dude,
That
on
was
beer
epic.
can you fuck us up?
GSK next Friday, you know who to do your.
Yeah.
On Friday, man. Dude, I so badly
but-
wanted to ask him
GSK.
which all
We can-
breweries would you recommend?
We can put all this right. Like this VIT won't mind,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Listen, VIT
JSK,
doesn't
you
want.
can do one thing.
VIT will see it. VIT will see it now. Arey,
Brinda,
can't put
we
this
should
on
have.
video.
Hey, no
Brinda,
problem.
We should have
No
asked
problem,
how many
who cares?
girlfriends he had, because he was pretty chill, right? Instead, we asked
Yeah.
if he
Red
had
tag
any
No,
Annas.
but
red tag
Shubham
Anna
is typing
problem.
in chat, Senthil
Yeah,
won't
I'm-
like ma. Is what he wrote.
My ass. We are gonna keep it. GSK, you can do
Bhai,
one thing. When he
bro.
says beer, this is editor's note.
oh,
Friday
we can do
Pecho
one
We will
on the
put
side.
Friday Pecho audio.
Yeah, please,
Friday
please,
Pecho
please
audio.
put it.
Please do that.
Guys, we can do one thing. We can put all of these things in the Spotify in the audio version. And then in
Yeah.
the video version, we can make it more cleaner for you, like for YouTube,
Yeah.
where
Oh,
VIT people will
wait. What
actually
if
watch.
we release one video and we let Senthil watch it? Once he's watched it, we remove that video and we put new video.
Do
That
you
will
think
actually
Senthil
match.
will watch the whole thing?
Or we can do
No.
one thing, dude. We can just
Red
send him a
tag Anna,
video
you
of
can.
Or we can send him Spotify link, put Spotify clean and put it on YouTube.
Mm,
No,
And-
Spotify
वो
will
देख लेंगे.
release raw.
We'll think about
Yeah.
release later. अभी stream चल रही है. You guys
हाँ,
record.
चलो.
Yeah,
जल्दी से.
record.
What do
See,
you
see,
want
see.
to do? You
I
want to
think
do?
Sanjay and
outro
Panda and
first, or do you
Rakesh
do-
were here the
Do
whole
you want to
time.
do outro first, or do you
Hi,
want to do
guys.
intro first?
Anything
Intro,
works.
outro. Do you want to go in or do you want to pull out?
That's
Big
what she
thing.
said.
When he said ins and outs, I was like, yeah, it was in the video, right? EP0.
Okay. Okay, let's do outro first. Let's do outro.
So you have put your recording.
So pull
phone
out
को वहीं पे
there.
रख दिया ना
Let's
recording
go.
के लिए.
हाँ.
No,
Oh,
I
record on
pulled
your
it out.
phones. Record on your phones.
Yeah, record on your phones.
Recording.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Amisha, you also keep it. It will be pain in the ass some with singing, clapping इनसे हुई नहीं है. तो देख
What,
लेंगे.
did it
Wait,
clap?
एक बार check
हाँ,
करने दो.
clap
okay?
syncing नहीं हुई थी.
भाई जो हो गया देख लेंगे अब.
Yeah. We'll start
Okay.
editing today.
Bro,
or
I
tomorrow.
think I sweat. Yeah, I sweat.
That is being recorded.
Oh shit.
And streaming.
And
Avisha
streaming.
sticker.
No. I'm just looking at the Zoom thing.
Yeah, she-
Lol.
Yes,
Okay,
the way she
guys,
looked at her
let's
armpits.
start.
Okay.
Shut up. Okay, wait, no. I didn't put it for recording.
Okay,
Phone
cool.
for recording.
Okay, now
This is our
Amisha,
first
do you want to
podcast.
sit, like, look directly in the camera and do the intro outro?
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Okay.
I'll put my script in
memorize.
front.
Memorize the portion na thoda sa, it's a couple of lines.
I'll put my script
No,
in
no.
front of the camera.
First we are doing outro.
Okay.
Oh, outro first. Okay.
Okay. Start.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, Amisha, how is your experience hosting the podcast?
Well, it was definitely different, but since we had a great guest with us, Palash, he was pretty extra. I don't know how to reply to this. Sorry, I zoned
Okay,
out.
fine. You ask, I'll go.
Okay. So Brinda, how was your experience hosting your? Okay, no. Okay. I got this. So Brinda, how
Everyone's
was your...
watching this.
Stop talking. I was doing it well.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I had to. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Kasht. Okay. So Brinda, how was your experience hosting the first podcast?
I think I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot of things. I could also understand more about VIT, a place we've never been to, and see what the world of technology is really like, a bit up close and with a first-hand experience. What about you? What did you think?
Well, we were hosting a podcast for the first time, entering fresh waters. And, when you're looking at it from that perspective, I think it went well. And considering the fact that we had a pretty talented guest amongst us, and the way he explained everything, the way Palash explained everything, it went really well. I learned a lot, and he gave us a lot of steps. As most of our viewers might be interested in entering the field of cybersecurity at some point of time, I think they would definitely find a lot from listening to Palash today.
Okay. So if there's one thing that you could take back from our interaction today, what would it be?
How do we answer this? Okay, yeah. No, wait, you guys will edit this, right? So it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll edit this.
I think you guys forgot that we can edit stuff, and you were like, trying to. So it's
Me?
It's
okay.
all right. It's all right. Go ahead. Go
It's
ahead.
all right.
Amisha,
Go ahead. Now just go ahead.
What's one thing you could take away from this? Come on.
Fear. Sorry, just kidding. Okay.
Wait, I have petition to make bloopers at the end.
No.
I'm
Yeah.
after
अभी
saying
सब बनेगा
Let's
भाई
do
सब
it.
बनेगा आप
Sab
लोग
banega.
चलो.
Sticker. Every sticker. That's thinking on a sticker. Definitely, please.
Wow.
Okay, Amisha, let's decide. What is one thing we took back?
Don't
go to class.
Yeah, don't go to class. Even if you have a low CGPA, you will make it in the world.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
How the
now
current
look at your
semester has
camera and
got.
reply.
Okay.
One thing he hated about VIT was professors. Like, wait, how do we show it to Sadil?
Bhai, this will be
Still a
epic.
professor
Like,
himself.
It's okay. I don't think he listened that much. Let's hope not.
yeah.
Okay.
what if we create fake CSI VIT account and send him link uploading in that, and then he'll see it
Yeah.
directly and will be
Yeah.
satisfied and we can do whatever.
No, I was thinking we could release the
Yeah.
clean cut on YouTube.
First,
Like,
let's finish recording.
First record, उसके बाद release की बात करेंगे.
Oh, okay, yeah.
हाँ. Amisha, what is the one thing you take away from today?
Wait, before that GSK mute.
My bad.
Well, the one thing that I took away from today is realizing how college can actually shape your life. And it's not dependent on the professors, but it's based on how you actually, how you. What do I even answer? No, Brinda, I'll ask
No,
you
no,
this
you can
question.
Okay, fine.
you can just say how you actually. You can just say how you actually. You can continue from there.
Yeah. Wait, what did I say?
They say how it's actually dependent on like what you do outside
Oh, okay, yeah.
classes and what you're actually interested in, like
Yes,
along those
that's
lines.
GSK.
Continue.
Okay. And how it's actually dependent on what you do with your life and not entirely dependent on the faculty or the professors or the classes that you attend. Like, basically, you need to take control of your life. So it's, that is the most important thing. What about you, Brinda? What is the one thing that you took away from today's podcast?
I think the one thing I took away is that you should pick one interest and keep working towards it. Like, you should always, if you're interested in something, go as deep as possible as you can into it, and something good will definitely come out of it.
Yeah, I think that's true, actually. And with regards to Palash, that is very evident in the field of cybersecurity. And I think with this, we come to the end of our very first episode of CSI Studio.
So make sure you never miss an episode. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and Twitter. Because when we build, it matters.
It matters. Boom, we nailed it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's sort of comical in the end. It's nice. It's lovely. Chalega.
Oh, okay.
Chalega.
Okay, now
intro
time. Oh, bro. Oh, also,
you want to stop video and start again for intro so that it's easier to filter?
No, it's
fine. I don't think that's needed.
It would have been easier because
okay, I didn't stop it yet. Should I not stop it?
Yeah,
I stopped it.
So do I stop or no?
I think stop it too. We'll have to stop it too. Now we'll have to use it.
Bro, I look nice.
Wow,
okay,
something for yourself. It reminds me of the elephant sticker.
Okay, so Panda apparently says the outro won't work. He's joining. I'll send him link. Wait.
Why?
There is some problem apparently. Wait, I'm sending him link right now.
30.8 GB. Lol.
Yeah.
30 कितने GB?
This is in 1080p. Imagine if we would have done 4K recording.
Bro,
Oh,
this is screen recording
Summits.
in .mov. That is my laptop ka thing. So it's not the Zoom meeting ka thing.
Bro, Zoom meeting will be more than that. More than.
Yeah, no, less than that. Zoom meeting, I don't know. It will be fine.
Bro, my
And मैं
ears
OBS
hurt.
मेरा OBS तब का चल रहा है भाई. Okay, like OBS is just for their webcams, right? We're not using their webcams. I can turn OBS off now. है ना?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Shubham entered the waiting room.
I
Petition
let
to
him in.
change Shubham's name to Panda.
Yes, sir. Why not?
Hello, Panda.
Oh yeah, I can actually
Hi.
change, rename it.
Is he here?
Yeah, he is.
I mean, you could have let your name be Shubham.
Audible now? Hello?
Hi.
Hello,
Am I
Panda.
audible now?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
Panda
So
video on.
the
Panda video on.
अरे चल ना.
Tank top. You are man, please.
Wow.
Okay, so Brinda's outro will work. Amisha's outro won't work. I'll tell you why. You cannot tell that professor से कुछ नहीं होगा. ठीक है. It
Hey,
is
that will
basically
cut
Arey,
what-
we'll edit that out.
Yeah.
No problem.
No, but Amisha, no, that was like a major part of Amisha's outro. So if you edit that out,
Acha.
Amisha का outro कुछ बचेगा ही नहीं.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'll
she'll-
tell you
she'll say
why.
something
Like
again.
it's generally not a thing to be worried about, but I'll tell you how easily VIT professors get offended. देव के क्लास में 2 लोगों ने चैट में F लिख दिया था, तो उनको 2 असाइनमेंट में फैकल्टी ने 0 दे दिए.
Bro.
ठीक है, just because
Nice.
they wrote F in chat. ठीक है. And वो फैकल्टी को F का मतलब भी नहीं पता. ठीक है. Still he
भाई
just
मैं क्लास
gave
में क्या
them
घटिया
Q.
क्लास से लिख चुका हूँ चैट में.
So, and you also always run the risk of some other club or chapter going and snitching to the DSW कि उन्होंने ऐसा बोल दिया VIT के बारे में. And
So
people will do that.
that is very much possible. Actually.
Okay.
Also, one more thing, after you edit, get the thing approved from DITE as well, because matlab, they have talked a lot about their company. So
Yeah.
if they want some stuff filtered out, so उनसे भी एक बार confirm करा लेना.
ठीक है.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Me and JSK will send it to Palash directly.
Cool. Continue. Sorry.
So
Sorry.
Panda, how was it? How was the whole podcast?
Oh, it was great. Honestly.
Yes. It's-
For the first podcast, it was okay. No,
What more did you
What?
want? What more did you expect?
Yeah.
I know I was coding something and I wrote, honestly, it was great in my code. Sorry. Yeah, so it was great. I think as we proceed, you guys will learn to improve. The thing was कि बीच में थोड़ा सा ऐसा awkward silence हो रहा था, but that was probably
Yeah.
because of the lag thing, कि the time by which Brinda and Amisha
Yeah,
hear
Wi-Fi.
Palash's voice. Yeah, but
I
you will
think
edit that,
also,
that's
yeah.
an issue.
Also because
you
it's
should
gonna
try
be
not
edited,
to
right?
interrupt.
Yeah.
We didn't know when the other person was going to end.
We'll edit it out. It'll all seem
Yeah.
continuous. So that is not a problem. But yeah, while having a conversation, it might have seemed a little weird.
हाँ.
But it wasn't that
Fucking
weird,
must
though,
किया
I
था.
think.
Mhm.
I
It
don't
wasn't
It was
weird,
great.
yeah.
It was great.
It was
हाँ,
great.
It was great. At least मतलब first podcast के लिए तो awesome था भाई. Don't worry.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Palash also
Yeah,
was very
continue.
different from what we thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
बस मुझे ये
You
लगा कि
guys
जो
complete
इनिशियल
the intro.
वेबकैम सेटअप करके वो आया था ना वो बेटर था पूरे टाइम. जो
Actually, I
change
think.
करा है.
But that's how it was looking on the YouTube stream. I don't know actually में क्या है.
I mean,
His
we just
Mac-
wanted to get the best quality because his face is most probably on, like, for the most time it's on the screen, right? Whoever views it on YouTube or Instagram. So we just wanted to make sure that we get the best possible quality. That's it.
Plus we
Oh,
got to see
guys,
his
we'll
t-shirt
have
that
to
way.
record intro
Okay.
fast.
वो
'cause we-
record कर लो. खत्म
Okay,
करते
for
हैं.
intro, Amisha, for the first line, when I say like, hello everyone, welcome to CSI Studio, I look into my camera. And then from that, when I move to like talking to you, then I'll start looking at the laptop again. So that way there'll be like a transition and then it will be, people will understand why we are not looking at the camera.
Okay, so
Uh,
basically, where do you want me to look?
So when you say hi, like when I say what CSI Studios, and then till so Amisha, we will look in our camera,
Hmm.
and after so Amisha, we will look in laptop.
Wait, where is so Misha?
In my 1, 2,
Oh, yeah. I see it.
the nervous chuckle wala dialogue.
Wait. Until then, we are looking into the camera, and then after that, where?
Yeah, so I'll be like, hi everybody, welcome to CSI Studio, whatever, and then so Misha. Do you get it?
Okay. Yeah.
So it'll be like I'm talking to the camera and then I'm talking to the laptop.
Okay.
Do you
So
get it?
whenever I'm saying something general, you want me to look into the camera, but whenever I'm telling something
Huh.
Brinda specific, I look at the laptop.
Yeah. So like in the last, when you introduce Palash, then look back into the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So
Wait 1 second.
let's-
Let me just set up the mobile.
me also. Do you want us to do the clap thing now? Somewhere.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
actually.
work. It doesn't work actually.
No, but they both are
No,
restarting the
no.
recording now, so it might work for initial like intro part.
See. Now we should have done it in the starting because that's when the audio starts, right? Like this part, if you clap now, whatever you say next, that can be synced.
हाँ,
Whatever
so
you
मतलब
have.
intro sync हो जाएगा ना अच्छे से अगर अभी
हाँ,
नहीं
intro
recording
will be fine, but that won't be an issue. So it's
Okay,
fine.
let's not clap.
Yeah. Brinda's
Okay,
hand.
Brinda, just
Start. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to CSI Studio, a podcast where we basically hang out with cool people from the world of technology and get to know about their journey. I'm Brinda,
and I'm Amisha.
and we will be your hosts for the day. So, Amisha, are you nervous considering that we're venturing into the podcast territory for the first time?
A little, but you know what? Let's just start with the questions that podcasters usually ask, such as, how are you, Brinda? How was your day? Or are we just gonna act like we didn't spend the last 3 hours together trying to figure this whole setup and like this is the first time we're seeing each other today?
We can't let our audience know that. I already ticked off 3 things from my list, and after we talk to our guest today, I'm gonna tick off another one.
Right. Speaking of our guest, I'll do the honors of introducing them. We have among us Palash Golecha, a cybersecurity expert who also happens to be an alumni from VIT and has helped co-found Diet, a budding startup that provides an easy-to-use video conferencing SDK for both personal and enterprise needs.
So, without any further ado, let's call our guest to join us. Okay.
I think that's it. Okay. And I think I need to record my outro again.
Yeah, just your answer about what is the one thing you take away.
Here.
I literally answered that the first time. Okay. Oh, I'll just tell that.
You said na कि you CGPA doesn't matter is what you take away. I think we did that.
Yeah, we
Did you
did
change
that.
it
That
after
part
that?
is fine. That part is fine. Saying that
Okay,
promotions
Amisha.
don't matter is not fine.
So just
See.
record it again without that. Like just
Amisha, say
all that
whatever you
again.
want. Say whatever you want. It need not be like the same thing. You can say something different, totally different also. We'll just
Yeah.
combine 2 clips.
Hmm.
The audio is same. So
Okay. Well, one thing that I've taken away from today's podcast was realizing that, attending classes is good. I don't know, why am I going on the same tangent again? Bruh. Sorry.
That is
someone
because you
take it.
feel that. I mean,
सच निकला जुबान से.
हाँ.
It is the
Dude,
truth.
it is true. Professors suck. I mean, VIT professors.
Only
I will
facts.
just make this whole thing public on my channel.
Why?
Amisha is going to get 0 in every DA.
Shut up.
And Sendil won't be helping you out anymore when you join his class.
Oh.
I mean, do I have him? No, I don't. But I had him as
Oh,
my invigilator. I mean, proctor for an exam. And he asked me to show me the writing space or something. Whatever. But yeah. It was okay. Alright. What guys then? Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it. I got the answer. Submit JSK mute. JSK. Okay, yeah, I can mute. Okay. One thing that I've learned from today was that as someone who's interested in the cybersecurity field, Palash has given us a clear roadmap as to how to get started. And I think it's pretty applicable for anybody from beginners to experts. And that was pretty awesome of him because a lot of people often get stuck in the beginning and they don't know where to go ahead. I mean, how to proceed. And Palash had given a good roadmap. So I think that was one of the highlight of today's podcast. Cool, done. It is what it is.
Oh my god, we're done.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure that Amisha puts the thumbs up thing. It's in the video.
Good job,
Now
guys.
it's come with work.
GSK is probably gonna do it this time.
Okay, we
I
can
worked
make-
enough for episode 0, I
Yeah.
guess.
You make template for post. I'll do this editing for the video.
Yeah.
We can make
How
a drive
long?
link or a mega link and upload all the recordings at one place.
Yeah.
No. We don't have to do that
Right.
actually. It's so what we can do is we have these we created these CSA accounts of each domain design ka management
Yeah.
and so make a podcast ka thing also and then we can put it in the drive and I think you might need to install Google Drive there. So it's all
Mhm.
uploaded in the cloud.
Arey,
You don't have to
arey
install it or anything. It works well.
अरे वो रहने
Actually,
दे वो that will be for real time syncing ना. मैं real time syncing किसमें चाहिए नहीं, just upload normally through browser.
I mean, we don't want people to. Nobody would like to download 500 1 GB like files, right? They can just view it from there. So
Did you just say 500 GB?
no MB. Okay, sorry.
MB.
500 GB की recording है तो भाई रहने दो.
I already recorded like a 30 GB file.
Okay, should I stop recording and end stream?
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
I
recording
have to
stopped.
go.
Okay.
I have to
If
go.
we end, yeah.